Hey, yo, welcome, one and all, to Girls Run These Worlds. I am your super mega foxy, awesome, hot, incredible, amazing, talented, creative, just all around the bee's knees. I'm that girl, and I'm your game master for tonight. My name is Anita. I use she, her pronouns, and gosh, I'm just so excited to be here in front of all of the internet and all its glory. About to just show one of the best TRPG shows that you're gonna see in your life. I got a feeling tonight's gonna be it. And how could it not be it with my fantastic cast around me, with my incredible game material that I got from Magpie Games, the inimitable superhero story masks a new generation that we're playing through all together. Um, and gosh, speaking of just my lovely, incredible, talented cast, I'm gonna introduce them now. So you can also know the vibes. I'm gonna start with the one, the only, the Arnica. Arnica, take it away.
Hi, hello everyone. I've missed y'all. That snowstorm took us out last week. Snow, ice, just everybody north of the Mason-Dixon line got plowed or did not get plowed for up to 2 days, depending on where you were. Um,
Want to get plowed.
and and I am in the middle of a blizzard again, but that is fine because my internet is steady. So I am here to play Alan James, Captain Jack, she, her pronouns for both me and the character. Glad to be back. I missed y'all last week.
A Next up, we will throw it to the one, the only, Ava. Take it away.
My darlings and dears, it's your mother Ava here, and I'm playing Clara, aka Spotlight. Both of us use she, her pronouns, and I'm playing out of the Star playbook today. Missed y'all. It's gonna be lovely, hopefully.
God, we love to see it. Jen, tell the people what's good next.
Fuck. Hi. Hi, friends. I'm Jen. No matter how many times I do this, I'm always gonna get thrown off when someone's like, Jen, tell people about you. Hi, I'm Jen. I can be found at JenBurb on Twitter. I will be playing your friendly, at the moment, very scared, literally, I have the condition afraid right now. Friendly, local, very scared superhero Penumbra slash Tessa Gray, who I just realized like a couple nights ago that I accidentally stole the name from a book I haven't read in a bajillion years, but we're not going to worry about it.
Uh, inspired by. Like, stealing
Inspire.
is a strong word. Um, and round us out.
Hi, my name is Anne. I will be playing Livy Dawson, aka Wavelength, who has a lot of mommy issues to unpack. We both use she, her pronouns, and holy crap, I missed everyone last week. Look, it's hard. Directions are hard. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. My incredible cast is down one at the moment. And as Arnica said before, we were out last week. Weather, illness, it's it is rough out here. We be struggling sometimes, but we make it through. And I love that for us. And I love you being here with us as well. We're about to make some magic happen. The ancestors said no last week, but this week the ancestors got it right on track. Yeah, we will be missing our beloved Najra, but uh, we got a show to put on. So last we left off in our limited series run, we were in the megapolis that is Halcyon City. We were Uh, just like finishing up a super destructive battle where like a lot of disintegration bombs went off right in our hero's favorite mall. Incredibly rude. The supervillain that did it, new supervillain, ex teammate, escaped and flew off into the sunset. Also, just like disrespectful. But our group sort of like came together. Specifically came together around our youngest member, Wavelength, who got in trouble for not texting her moms when danger was happening. Little did they know it's because Wavelength was superheroing. Um, it became a whole thing. Thankfully, Alan James slash Captain Jack is a delinquent and um, knows how to get friends out of trouble. Uh, like most of the group went to like deconstruct all of the stuff that happened at the mall in Miss Sanchez's place with Violetta at her house. Um, there, they had dinner, sort of like untangled the mystery and found that uh, the hero, vigilante, possibly working with the villains now, Magic Man, has uh, has done some fucky stuff with Peter Panic. They've collaborated to destroy them all for some reason. Um, Tessa, or or not Void, Penumbra. All y'all got dark ass names. But like, except Clara. Clara, you are special and unique and different, and we love you. Um, but Penumbra is getting a secret agent friend to look into the whole Magic Man decision. Meanwhile, Wavelength was getting chewed out by her parents, and because Livy felt bad and is not a delinquent and is not used to lying to her folks, uh, she came out to her understanding mom as a superhero. And her understanding mom was like about it. And like not just a superhero, but like a time traveling superhero, um, which is, or at least should be, impossible. They're confused. Everyone's confused, but we're making it work. And Alan James, our dear delinquent Captain Jack, returns to his secret hideout because like everybody at Miss Sanchez's house was a lot to find the Omni Woman reading a book all up in her space. Uh, so she confronted her one on one, and thankfully was not pummeled to a pulp. Uh, the Omni Woman checked out a book, promising to return it within a week. Uh, and we left off with Tessa um, trying to go back to her bunker home.
And she made it safely with no problems or hitches whatsoever.
Really? I don't remember that being the course of events. Tessa's got a lot of Tessa's got a lot of like secret stuff to like do in order to like get to Tessa's place. And in in the process of doing that, tried to speed up the process by using some superpower magic. Nobody knows how Tessa works.
Even Tessa doesn't know how Tessa works.
But as Tessa used that magic, she got the attention of the Shadow Man, or some sort of shadowy figure with rows of python teeth and a somewhat just cranky disposition. always seems to just want to jump you and mug you and just take your shit when you see him. So not the best way to leave off on. Um, but we pick it back up here, exactly where we left off. Tessa, you're in the alley. The shadow creature is right behind you. What do you do?
I gape like a fish. And then I I don't look excited. This is just my scared face. This is my I'm scared, so I'm laughing about it face. I kind of take a moment to look up and look this thing up and down. And I would like to see if I can get any inkling of anything that's different, any identifying feature while I am close enough that I can.
Hmm. Yeah.
Hi, Arnica.
Uh, Tessa, could you roll to pierce the mask for me?
Yeah.
That is a roll plus mundane.
Yeah, let's see how this goes with my mundane of -1. What could possibly go wrong? 6. It was a 7, but I have a -1.
Okay. There are 3 team points in the pool. You can act selfishly to boost up your mundane stat and shift another label down in this moment if you would like, but you would have to describe how your actions act selfishly or insult one of your fellow team members.
I don't know that I have something for that.
You can also just choose to take what's coming to you.
Is that a move or is that an Anita saying?
You can also just choose to keep the 6 that you rolled and just like accept that you have missed on this roll.
I think story-wise it makes sense to have missed on this roll because I'm freaked out, I'm scared, I'm not really fully, I'm not with it. So I think I will accept the failure.
You most definitely are not with it. And gosh.
I get potential though.
Yes, please do mark off your potential.
If I survive long enough to use it.
As yeah, like let me look at this move list to see what insights I can like turn from you. Yeah.
I think what happens is like I'm looking at this thing and I'm trying to figure out what's going on, but I can't keep focused on it. I'm like, my eyes just keep sliding away, trying to find a way out instead.
Mm-hmm. Why don't you go ahead and mark? Yeah, you're gonna mark a condition here.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and tell me. Yeah, I'm gonna say go ahead and mark hopeless.
Cool.
As you stare into the face of this thing, and the face is just a maw. And the fear is still present and hasn't really gone away since you like started, like, since you like came into this, since you like not started, not came into this, since you got out of the mall,
Seeing Peter panic again freaked me out a little bit. And
yeah,
like the fear toxin and all that.
and also this creature that just like has python teeth and jumps you
Yeah.
and no face. And you're alone in an alley at night. And as you like stare into this maw and get into a little bit of a hopeless state, uh, the smile is going to split and widen, and like it looks like half of this thing's face is just like tearing open and like lifting up. It's gonna charge at you and try to bite you. I would like Tessa to take a powerful blow.
Okay.
If she could. So
right.
you're gonna roll and then add your conditions marked. You want to roll low numbers.
Yeah, I do.
You do?
I mean, I rolled a 7 total, so like could be worse.
Okay, yeah. You rolled low, not as low as you wanted.
Yeah.
You still hit on your take a powerful blow. So you choose one of the 7 to 9 list. You can lash out verbally, provoke a teammate to foolhardy action, or take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition. You don't have teammates, so
yeah,
I don't think
I can
you
do that
really
one.
do that. You give ground, your opposition gains an opportunity, or you struggle past the pain and you mark 2 more conditions. What do you do out of those 2 options? I guess.
I think a token magic. I think I give ground. I think as this thing charges, I will kind of. I go to dodge it, and like. It kind of works, except for before I was kind of like. In an alley, right? I'm in an alley, but I have a little bit of room to move. Now I am wedged in the corner.
Yeah, like you still got like cat stuff, cat reflexes, cat like vision, cat scent, and you're still able to like be spry and like move out of the way a little bit. But I think you like get pushed into a corner and fall back and trip, and you are having a tough time figuring out how to run away from this situation.
Oh, I'm flat on my ass. It's great.
Yeah. You yeah, and I will say like as you are stumbling back and like trying desperately to find a way out, your eyes narrow and you do see like between like the shadow entity is between you and the exit, but it is a dash away. And if you can reach it, you can probably get out of this situation.
Okay.
What do you do?
I'm going to try to get at villain monologuing. So I'm just going to look it in the toothy maw.
Look it in the toothy maw?
And with all of the confidence of a trembling, terrified voice.
Yeah.
Just go, what do you want from me? I don't understand.
Ooh, boy.
I'm
Go
gonna try
ahead.
and get a villain monologue.
Go ahead and roll to provoke someone.
Oh, good. That's nice too.
Yeah, you get a -2 to that one,
Yeah,
but
dude.
you roll plus your superior. So, what's your superior mod though?
Wait, I'm not guilty. The -2 is from the mod. Oh, I
-2
got
is
real
from the
concerned for
mod.
a second. I was like, oh my
Okay,
god.
you're not guilty. I'm sorry. You're hopeless, not guilty. That's
Okay.
my bad.
Okay.
Yes. Roll with
7.
your -2.
It's a 7.
7. Um, Beautiful. That is not a miss, which is very, very good for you. Um, you yeah, you can choose one. I
I think I gain
believe.
a critical opportunity is what I need.
Oh yes. They air and you gain an
Oh, they can instead
opportunity.
choose one. Shit.
Oh, they choose
Whoa.
one. Okay. Um, hmm. Oh, this is fun.
Oh, I
So
hate it when that those words are said.
they are going to choose to overreact. Um, and yeah, as you like, I don't think you've spoken to, or yeah, you haven't spoken to this creature that just like waits in the shadows for you and starts beating your ass.
Yeah,
Like
it's
at
been
random
very
moments.
it's been a bit of a blur with this thing. Like there have been times when I've just like dropped like a one liner or something, or just like just a comment in passing, but I've never actually talked to it. Like I am
Yeah.
looking it in the toothy maw and talking to it.
Um, and as you like speak words, um, it sort of like stands there frozen for a second and then rushes up to like get up in your face. Uh, and it's in you study animals in school. You look at like the way it has been like showing you its teeth, and it has been baring its teeth at you up until this point. But now it smiles.
Don't like that.
Um,
Oh.
Go ahead and mark a mark a doom uh on your doom track. Um, and like down the alley, you hear sirens going like uh rocketing down the street. And for a second you like glance to like track the movement of the noise. And when you look back, the shadow creature's gone. Um Congratulations, you've gained influence on this creature.
Yes, I marked it down as Shadow Boy with an I.
Yeah. Nice.
I have
Um,
one more question, if that's okay.
Please.
Is there any. Was it like a predatory smile, a genuine smile, like sarcastic smile? Is there any way that I can glean any information about the tone? Can I insight the smile?
Yeah. I'll say you rolled a partial hit on that provoke someone. Um, and I'll say that you you don't you don't know like how many modes this thing has. You feel like it's it mostly just runs on like predator vibes and its mindset, and you're not sure that it really can tell the difference between like I'll say that you didn't feel hunted in that smile, and that's the first time you felt that way. You're alone in this alley. What do you do?
I take out my phone and try several times and fail to type in my passcode. um, I end up locking the phone for about a minute, and I have to try again. And I'm like, okay, calm, calm, Tessa, calm. Um, and I call Clara.
Um, Beautiful. Um, I think we I think we would like as you as we see the panel of you like typing in your phone, like getting Clara, the next panel we would see as we flip the page is Clara driving home, not driving home, but like her
Her cousin
cousin
got her, yeah.
like has picked her up. Um and yeah, what's the vibe as you ride back to your place with your cousin and her boyfriend Robert, who sort of like got their club night interrupted um to come and like take you home.
If I knew it was club night, I would have called Dad. I'm sorry.
Hey, no sweat. Like no no sweat, well, cuz um and yeah, Robert's in the back like, yeah, it's cool, Clara, like whenever you need us, it's chill. Besides, like um and like your cousin is like, besides, like we know your dad like has got a handful like going on at work right now, so it's no biggie. But if you want to make it up to me, tomorrow
Mm-hmm.
it's Sunday dinner. Like, just show up, please. The family misses you.
I know the family misses me, and half of the reason is because of Mom. But I'll try. I'll try to. We'll see what happens with this conversation tonight. But I'll
Hmm.
try. I'm trying.
Uh, oh gosh. Yeah, like, yeah, your cousin has influence over you, and I think she's gonna like use this influence right now, to sort of, yeah, yeah, she's gonna bump up your mundane, uh, and like, yeah, sort of tone down your freak. She's bumping your mundane, she's lowering your freak. Unless you are trying to fight against this, as she's like trying to use her influence over you to change you, or like just trying to like hang out with the family. Come on, cuz. Um, are you accepting this like change in your labels, or are you fighting against it?
She wants to try, so she will accept this.
Perfect. And as you do, you get a call.
Um, um, hold on. I'm getting a call. Do you mind if I take it real quick?
Work again, girl. It is
No, it's a friend this time. It's
so
a friend.
late.
It's a friend. It's a friend. It's a friend. It's a friend. I swear it's a friend.
Girl, you don't have to ask for permission from me. Just take your call.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello,
Clara,
Tessa. What's going on?
uh, I, oh, I need you to come get me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah. Where are you?
Shit. Do you know that off of Third, behind that
Hmm.
bar, that alley?
Yeah, I can. Hey. Can you swing by and get my friend? She sounds really scared right now. She's
uh,
located here. And I'll even do if you have a kid from work that needs a birthday party to like
like
entertainment, I'll
without
do that.
without pause, as soon as you say like, as soon as like she hears like the concern in your voice, like, can you pick up my friend? The car like shifts and y'all rocket towards you can pin your location. It's a cell phone. We know how to do these things because I really doubt you know like the location of behind a bar.
Yeah.
Like at the tender age of like 19 or 20, however old
Yeah.
however old y'all are. But like
and you can just hear go ahead.
Yeah, within minutes, like a headlights pull into like your alley, and you see, well, yeah, what do you do, Clara, as
When
like you pull into the alley and see
just like rush out of the car and like just barrel hug tackle Tessa. It's like, come on, get in here.
The entire time you've been there, like you've just heard Tessa muttering to herself, just like like anxiety exercises, like 5 things she can see, 4 things she can hear, that kind of thing, and you can hear just like the breathing, just kind of like in and out, in and out.
I'm here. It's okay.
Oh boy.
Can you move?
Am I moving? She's not moving.
Are you gonna let me? Are you okay with letting me lead you?
Yeah.
Okay. Take my hand. It's okay. I'm here. Come on.
She has a death grip on your hand.
Mm-hmm.
And she's leaning heavily on you on the way to the car.
all right, Clara, could you go ahead and roll me a comfort and support, if you could?
I can. What do I roll for that?
That is plus mundane.
Okay. That is, my mundane is 11 now. Oh, that's 12.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn!
Oh God. You get super good things with a 12. Yeah. On a 10 plus, you can add a team to the pool or clear a condition yourself if you have one. But on a hit, they hear you. So mark potential, clear a condition, or shift labels if they open up to you. So like, Clara, would you like to describe how you expertly comfort and support a dear friend that you've had for a very long while who seems to be like in the middle of something really hard? How do you do it?
I think, in contrast to Clara, how she finds comfort in darkness when a lot of things are too much. I think in a contrast to that, Tessa has a lot of comfort when she's in an area surrounded by light. So as she's leading her to the car and she like mutters to her cousin, can we just go to like this version of 7-Eleven or a Starbucks that's open late? Something just for us to chill at. She's going to channel some of her light and like make it like in the shape of a ball and put a little bit of pressure on it to like create some warmth. And while not letting go of Tessa's hand, in her other hand, she's gonna just like push that light into it just so it can be like a nice warm weight for her. And she's just gonna just sit in silence, or if Tessa seems like she wants to hear someone just start talking about random things.
Tessa,
My heart.
do you open up to Clara?
Yeah, I think if we're able to kind of get to that 7-Eleven, we'll get ices.
Yeah, y'all rolled a 12. Like the story's
we
in
get
your
ices,
hands now.
amazing ices. kind of as they're kind of getting out of the car to get their beautiful ices, their twisty ices, Tessa will kind of like glance over at Clara and take a deep breath. You know how sometimes you know how at night it's kind of hard to get a hold of me?
Mm-hmm.
Because of that whole minor small bunker thing.
Mm-hmm.
You ever seen a ghost?
So far, no.
I'm sorry. I didn't tell you this, and I should have. There's this thing that has started appearing when I use my powers.
How long has this been happening?
It's a little while.
I won't push. Is anyone else aware of it?
Yeah, Alan knows. I told her because I thought maybe with her extra life experience, she might know something. What with the sunglasses. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it wants. I was just trying to get back to my my bunker, and it jumped me. I'm sorry. I know you have a shit ton going on, and you don't need to be dealing with this.
Hey! Look at me. And she just like takes Tessa's face in her hands. I care for you so deeply. I was willing to get into more of an argument with my mom of coming home late because I care about you. And I know you would not have called me unless you needed someone to be there for you. You don't have to apologize. You don't have to apologize for not telling me. I'm just happy someone at least knew. That someone was aware of it in case something were to happen. And I'm happy that you trust me enough to tell me now. So, with that being said, let's take time to decompress. Get a sugar high. If you need us to drop you off at a safe enough distance from your bunker so we don't know the actual location of your bunker, we can do that. Or if you want us to take you somewhere else, that's fine.
I don't actually know where the entrance to the bunker. I mean, I kind of do, but I have to find it like a shit. It's a long story.
I won't question it unless you want to talk about it. I won't ask.
Part of the whole security of it, my friend helped me set it up. Is just that like it's in the same place, but the location of the entrance changes. It's weird.
Is there someone you can call to like get you, or how do you want to do this?
Can you call Alan and Livy?
Well, Alan, I'm not sure because they did leave their phone. I can try Livy. I don't remember if she has her phone back yet.
I'm like, I
think we have her house number. We could call her mom.
Yeah, I just like, I just like, I never wanted to ask her about what went on
Mm.
but it wasn't really something that I wanted to put on all of you. But, now half of y'all know anyway.
I mean, you guys deal with my bullshit, and I'm very appreciative of it because you could have just quit on me and told me I was horrible for putting that stress on you, but you didn't. So I'm here for you as long as you need me to be here for you.
I'm sorry I made fun of you for leaving me on red.
I'm sorry I left you on red from stress. I'll buy you whatever you want from the 7-Eleven equivalent of Halcyon City.
I just... Can I come with you?
Yeah. I
Uh,
can push the argument for another day. We always do it all the time.
and with that, I feel like we just like have a close up of that like scene like on a panel of like your two faces like I think spotlight cupping Penumbra's like hands and like and like both of you reassuring each other that everything's gonna be all right. And then just like staring from like the hood of the car, like your cousin and Robert are just like staring at you, watching with knowing looks, just like sipping on their own Slurpees. Like, and they're just like,
Please don't talk about it during dinner. Please don't talk about it during dinner.
uh, and without a word, when it seems like y'all are ready to like head out, they did as well, and y'all go off into the night. Beautiful. And with this, I think we're gonna like swing it over to Livy. Um, like, Anne, you there?
Yeah. I'm here. Sorry. I was trying to be all like paying
No
attention to everyone
problem.
else's stuff.
You're doing great. Oh God, this is such a gay moment, and I love it. I love this for us.
Yeah,
Um,
I should
I was
mention I
so
clear hopeless.
ah, love that for us. Yeah,
I
like,
I was so engrossed in the gay that I went super quiet. I was super into it, y'all.
knee deep in the gay. We love to see it. And yeah, just speaking of the gay on just the opposite end of the spectrum, your mom, who you just like came out to as being a time traveler, uh, has sort of like after like hearing you and like reassuring you that like this is okay, we're gonna figure it out. You're my daughter, and we're gonna get through whatever this amnesia everything is. Um, she exits the room, and you are left alone with your thoughts. As you've just sort of revealed one of your like deepest secrets. Um, what's going through your head in this moment?
Damn, I really want to call my friends, but my phone's confiscated.
It is confiscated indeed.
Um, can I say that I have a landline in my room? Or did the moms disconnect that too? Does how did they even landline in Halcyon City anymore?
I don't think they landline in Halcyon City anymore. I don't think
Oh
they like,
balls.
yeah,
That's
like,
unfortunate for me. Um
yeah. I'm sorry. I'll say your house has a landline, but it's like in the living room downstairs. Like,
oh, there's no way I'm getting past the moms on that crap. Um Did they
Yeah,
take my
not for any
computer?
surreptitious
Did,
communications. Um,
I'm like laptop, tablet, gadgets.
yeah,
Have they cut
you
me off from my friends?
um you like there's been so much going on that like they haven't like taken your stuff yet. You still do have like your computer.
Mm,
What message do you try to send your friends?
whatever Halcyon equivalent of an instant messenger. I just pull up and I check who's online, and I just send like in the group chat. I just say, um, "Holy crap! I need to talk to you guys."
Uh, bet. Um, yeah, gosh, I think that, yeah, I think that like people will get the message, but right now, I think Najra is like not present today. Alan James forgot her phone, and I think Penumbra and Spotlight are too busy being gay right now. They'll get to it, but like not right now. Um,
That's absolutely fair. I leave a message on there and like say a little prayer and hope that someone responds at some point.
yeah,
And
as
then
you say a little prayer, um, go ahead and make that special savior roll for me if you would.
I would like to not botch this roll this time. Mm.
I believe in you. We
Right,
got it.
Rockstar, let's go. Oh no, that's unfortunate. I rolled a six.
Oof. Okay.
So
Um,
close. And yet so far away.
so a six um is not a hit. You can act selfishly to try and bump your superior up and something else down in this moment.
It's a savior roll, so I'd probably try to bump my savior. I think what
You
I'll
would have to
do.
describe how like you act selfishly towards your teammates in
Oh,
this moment,
it would
though.
have to be towards my teammates.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, I got nothing. I guess it's a failure. I'll take that potential though. And I
Go
just
ahead and mark some potential. Um,
sad Livy.
oh gosh, would you like to read off to me like what the special move says, like
um,
specifically on a miss?
on a miss, you're lost in the present. The GM will tell you how things are so different here and shift your labels according to how it makes you feel. Welp.
Uh,
Oh,
um, ooh, babes. Uh,
yeah. At least it's not a condition. It's like the second worst thing.
yeah, your gosh, fam, your moms are so much different. Like, you remember like growing up and just like having to you remember growing up and not having like as good a grasp on your um sort of telepathy as you did when you grew up, which is like normal, right? Like as young telepaths especially, like young like superpowered individuals, but telepaths especially have a lot of trouble just trying to push themselves to like um have control of their powers. Like it's mostly because your brain isn't fully developed yet, but this time your brain is fully developed, and now you are hearing like every like tense conversation and argument with your mother, with your mothers, like even when they are not in sight, you're hearing inside of their heads and it echoes. And it's not even that like I think what you are hearing downstairs is the mom that was up here comforting you, trying to tell your mama that you are from the future and 21 years old, but in the 16-year-old body, but it's still our daughter. And she's a hero, and we're just trying to figure things out. And your other mother is, and your mama is ashamed at herself, furious at the situation, and so worried that for the past 2 to 3 weeks, she does not know where the mind of her 16-year-old daughter has been. Um, and that worries her because she's been trying to protect and defend her 16-year-old daughter. Um, and it's um, and it's also that her 21-year-old daughter is a stranger for the past 5 years. Like, you say that you are a time traveling hero, but you don't remember the past 5 years. And you hear all of this upstairs in your room as you're trying to focus on sending a message to your parents. Uh, Gosh, it doesn't say that thing in the description, but I gotta ask you to mark some kind of condition from
Are you,
this.
is that instead of shifting my labels or in addition to shifting my
Oh no,
labels?
I'm gonna shift your labels too, but
Oh,
like
damn.
you
Uh,
gotta you gotta mark a condition off of that as well. Because this situation is a
uh,
wee bit fucked.
um, I would like to mark uh mm, I would like to mark guilty, I think. I think that Livy feels extremely responsible for her mom's fighting.
Yeah. And facts, it
I mean, she's
yeah,
definitely responsible for her mom's fighting.
it it also does like beg the question, where is 16-year-old Livy,
Oh,
right? That's
oh, no, I try not to think about that. As a
that's
player,
something
I'm
you
like,
try not to think
oh
about,
no, that
but it comes to the forefront in
oh
this
damn.
moment. Um,
There's like layers and layers of guilt. And I think you see the panel of her like leaving her room to try to go downstairs to talk to her moms, and she's kind of like around the corner just like peeking in, and then she doesn't go to them, she just stands there and like eavesdrops, and then she goes back to her room and just feels bad.
it is eerie. Because as you know now, um, your parents never wanted to like fight in front of you. So like whenever they were like having an argument when you were growing up, they always spoke in sign language. It's something they learned to help them with their hero work. So it is silent in the house with one sense, but it is also so fucking loud. Um, and I think like you, I think as you like go back up the stairs, like both of your parents hear you and like you hear them like their focus stop being on the argument and shift to like the movement upstairs. Um, and you sense your mama going up to follow you. Um, and your mom, like, the argument, like, cutting off and going their separate ways. Um, and not soon after, like, you get back in your room, uh, you hear a knock at your door.
Um, she, for whatever reason, instead of saying it out loud, she just kind of projects her mental voice, and it's a quiet, come in.
Um, yeah, like, oh gosh. Yeah. Um, oof. Ooh, that was a good move. Um,
Oh, yeah, and we also have to do that label shift. I don't know what
yeah.
you want to do with that before this moment. I don't.
Um,
Great. I need to do the thing. Oops. Um.
yeah. Um, yeah. Actually, I Jesus Christ. My cat just
Okay.
like jumped out of my closet. Um,
I'm proud of the cat, and I support the cat no matter what it chooses to do.
I agree. The baby is. I thought I was alone in this room. Damn. Um, oh gosh, don't you hate it when shadowy creatures just jump you in the middle of the night?
I
That's
don't know what
wild.
you're talking about. It's never happened to me in my life.
Very rude and disrespectful. Um, I will say that like you sort of like you remind your mom of her little girl in that moment. Um, and I think in that moment she knows that like you are who you say you are, at least. Um, at least you're like at least like at this point she knows that you are her daughter. And I think she was like a little unsure of that. And I think she feels a way about herself for thinking that. So you can go ahead uh, and mark that you now have influence over your mama as she opens up the door. Um, and she sort of like sits down like in a chair across from you, like bearing very different from how like she was like an hour earlier when y'all had another more tense conversation. Um, and she sort of like responds in the way that like you have like talked to her. Uh, and we see like thought bubbles on the comic book panel of just you're here on a mission, right?
She, um, I think goes back to speaking out loud, and she says, "Yeah, I think I screwed up real bad, but I'm here. I, I'm, I'm so sorry. I didn't I never meant to upset you.
Um, yeah, like conflict goes like across her face because she is just scared shitless because time travel has never worked like this before. Um, and there's a lot of questions and unknowns and uncertainty about like how you are possible, how you've like come into the brain of into the body of like a person that is already in the present but not the mind. And it's there's a lot of just like conflict and math and jumble and static in our head. Um, and something clear rings through the noise of if you are the daughter I raised, and I believe you are the daughter I raised, um, there is no hero that I would trust more. Um, like a 16-year-old Livy that goes forward and trains to be a hero and risks everything to do some like dangerous time travel magic, whatever the fuck you did to make something right and save someone. That's um how could she not trust you? Um, but what she says is you you need to do the mission you came here for. Um, and she like takes out her phone, takes out your phone, um, or like 16-year-old use phone. Again, bad train of thought. Um,
Yeah.
but she sort of like tosses it back to you um, and says, if you're to succeed, I need you to have every tool at your disposal. And I need you to succeed. I need to believe that the 16-year-old that isn't with us is somewhere that we can reach again.
I don't know.
So,
I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to make things right, Mama. I
um,
I am the person that I am because of you, because of Mom. You have to know that.
um, yeah, she is going to walk up to the sort of poster of Pink Pilot that you have hanging up on your wall. Um, Pink Pilot is her hero, like moniker and like ability. She says, You are in a very dangerous spot. You could break a lot of things with the magic that you hold, or the time travel science. I have given up trying to understand Halcyon City. But you took a big risk, hero. Make sure you can follow through. Um, I think she is going to try to shift your labels here with her influence.
You
Um,
I still kind of owe you a shift, right? Because you
yeah,
haven't actually done it. So
like,
you want to make it good here? Because I
yeah,
failed that roll.
we'll we'll make it good here. We're gonna shift your danger up, definitely.
Okay.
Um, yeah, and we're gonna shift your mundane down. Um,
Okay. I
and
literally just undid that and now it's happening. Like, darn it. It's fine. Everything's good. Let me see. So I plus one to danger, was it?
yes,
And
and
then minus two to mundane. Great.
uh,
Okay.
yes, yeah, and with that, I think we're going to like,
Can I just do
yes,
one thing
please.
before she leaves as she is standing at the poster? She says, uh, I've grown up wanting to be just like you. And she is looking at the poster as well. Why is it that you don't want me to be a hero? Could
Ugh.
I what's the move?
Oof.
The what
Here's
pierce
the
the mask?
mask,
Oh, I'm
please. Please
old
do
moves.
with your -2 mundane.
Hey, look, it could still work.
Yes, it
I rolled
could.
a 7.
Okay. Uh, so is that a 7 on a dice or the 7 total?
It's a 7 total. I rolled a 9 minus 2.
Okay. And then +1 because you have influence over her. Um,
So it's an 8.
all right. So you get to ask one question from Pierce the Mask.
I think what Livy wants to know is what do you want me to do? But she also really wants to know why like there's this tension of like her being a hero. Like, why you gotta
Um,
be like that, mama? But yeah.
yeah, you you look at her eyes and you see something familiar. Um, for a second, you glimpse the future and like walking down the street of Halcyon City, like in the black and white panels, it looks like everyone sort of has the look that your mother, the pink pilot, has right now as you ask that question. And it's the look of someone that's been through an apocalypse. And you know that Halcyon City here has not been through an apocalypse. but
Oh,
you think it's heroes might.
um, uh, uh, I would like to roll my plus memories roll to see if I can remember the pink pilot in the future. Like if there's any
Oh,
mention of the pink pilot.
so you want to mark a condition to try and like
Yeah,
think of Pink Pilot in the
in the
future.
future. I'm going to
Which
mark.
condition are you marking?
Oh, I get to pick.
Yeah. You tell me. This is your
Sweet
move.
sweet baby Jesus. Okay. I think I'm going to mark oh, none of these feel like they make sense narratively, but I think I'm gonna go with like uh insecure. Maybe she's just like, or no, I'll go with af- afraid, because she's afraid that something, like she's trying to remember the future and she's like, wait a minute, I've seen that look in her eyes. She freaks out and then she tries to remember.
Mark the afraid condition, and then go ahead and roll plus memories.
I have +0 because I have Peter Panic, so that's one name. I rolled a 9.
A 9. Tell me what that gets you.
Let me see. When you push yourself to remember the version of someone that exists in your future, mark a condition and roll plus memories. On a hit, you connect who they are now to who they are in the future. Choose the role that they fulfill in the future, and the GM will tell you about their future self. On a 10 plus, ask a follow up question. So I get to fill in the name.
You choose what role your mama fulfills in the future.
Uh, ooh, okay. Uh, I'm gonna mark the pink pilot down as a leader.
Hmm. Oh, bet. Um, yeah, like the pink pilot um in the future has um yeah, I think in the future, like the pink pilot has completely ended her like civilian like civilian disguise, civilian demeanor. She is no longer like even around as like someone that you can like talk to anymore. Like she doesn't like she lives 24/7. Her life is Pink Pilot because of just how awful things truly are. She is leading a resistance movement to try to reverse things back to how they were. You remember that in this moment. You remember in this moment that part of your reasoning for coming back here was fighting to make it to like keep your family together. And you're feeling that failing. Um, and I think she sort of like answers your question of like, why don't you want me to be a hero? And sort of like takes a long beat. And after you like get that flash of the future and like return to this present moment, uh, she still looking at the pink pilot poster says, because I really wanted my daughter to be a kid. Uh, and with that, I think we're gonna swing to break. I think that's a good place to stop, gang. Um, how we feeling?
I'm
Um,
good. I'm good.
So many
It's not real
emotions. I
crying.
love this.
It's not real crying, I promise y'all.
oh gosh, I'm feeling good. We're doing great here. We got gay moments. We got parental angst. We are gonna take a 15-minute potty break to do our bio things, get our water, refill our water. I haven't drank my water all session. How dare I? What a beginner move. But we're doing that now. We're getting our meds, we're getting our water, we're taking care of ourselves, we're hydrating, we're getting
Hydrate.
fresh air if we can. Um, and we'll be back in 15 minutes. Please remember to subscribe to the Twitch and the YouTube channel. Our stuff, you can get it live on Twitch, which is wonderful, but it lives forever or until the internet breaks on YouTube. So subscribe to both of those things and get more Girls Running Worlds. That is all that I have for pitches and everything. We're going to pay these bills with these ad breaks. I will see y'all in 15 minutes. Peace, everybody. Ooh, we back on. Hey, let's get everybody. We back with Masks, a new generation. Um, my lovely cast is here with me, and we're pretending to be superheroes, and work through our mommy issues, and also be gay. I love this for us. Um, yeah, we are going to jump right back into the action. And I think as we like flip the page, like from that very tender and like revealing moment between mother and daughter, we will uh like flip the page and see the next morning, just on the corner of the page. And we'll sort of have like a bird's eye view of Halcyon, like in the calm of just a Sunday morning, with the sunrise like rising over the um, skyscrapers. And we'll go down and narrow in as the sun rises up into the middle of the day on Sunday in Halcyon City. Um, Alan James, where do we find um, this houseless youth that lives at the library on a Sunday, uh, on a Sunday morning?
So it's like 9:30, like 10 in the morning. It's late enough that, you know, everybody's it's not quite as busy, but still early enough to technically call it morning. And Alan has wandered off to the local bakery. There's an there's an older bakery. It's on this same raggedy side of town. Like I said, there aren't really any grocery stores, but there's a couple. There's one or two bodegas and this bakery that just cannot be run out of business because everyone insists on going there. And they have some fairly decent, it's good. It's good. They got like the cinnamon rolls, like this freaking big. And so she's sitting on the wall outside of the bakery, kicking her feet, eating a cinnamon bun half as big as her head. She swung by Mrs. Sanchez's first thing in the morning to pick up her phone, bring in Mrs. Sanchez's paper, be like, I I left my phone. And here's your cat. Brought the cat back. I can't hear you.
I'm sorry. Here I am. Uh, yeah, I forgot you stole the cat. The cat was incredibly chill about the whole thing, which is weird because, like, usually cats don't like being walked places. And was just like very chill, like with you holding them like throughout the place and just like being in a very strange and scary new environment for a night, but was like really weirdly chill about it. Um, like comes back like the next day and it's just like the most nonplussed cat look. Just goes as they see Miss Sanchez again. And oh gosh, yeah, Miss Sanchez is not happy that like, well, uh, unless you like lie to Miss Sanchez and say that like, oh, I found your cat just wandering like the streets, and like don't tell her that you stole her cat. Like she's
Anyone really
worried, like, oh my
steal a
goodness,
cat?
where where were you? I was so worried. Where did you where has he been?
I went outside and the cat went outside and the cat followed me home. And I said, you have to go home. Mrs. Sanchez will miss you. And the cat said, no. And so I didn't want to send it all the way back across town by itself because what if something happened? So I just waited until
Oh.
morning and I brought you your cat, but I brought you a cinnamon bun. Ooh, a cat and a cinnamon bun. I left my
Uh
phone in your couch.
um Mrs. Sanchez is charmed, and completely believes your story of like, oh, how you like reprimands the cat for like wandering off and like bothering this nice young lady like all last night, and the cat sort of like goes like turns to you and gives you the stink eye for ratting the cat out and getting him in trouble. um but you are one Cinnabon lighter, and the cat is returned. um um so you return Mrs. Sanchez's cat. um like you have your Cinnabon. What do you do with your day?
So the first thing I do is I check my phone and it's a whole bunch of messages. And I could read them. I could read them, but if they were important, look, if they were important, something would have caught on fire or something would have blown up. I'll read them in an hour. I swear. I'll read them in an hour. But right now I sneak past Violetta's house so she can't so she doesn't know I'm on this side of town because then she's gonna tell everybody that I'm up and awake and I've got my
Yeah,
phone and they can call me again.
like
So like I
the first thing that Mrs. Sanchez told you was that Violetta was not home. Uh, so you don't know where Violetta is. Um,
I still
oh
duck
wait,
past the windows just in case.
not you probably Violetta like not like y'all weren't planning on meeting up today, so probably wouldn't text. I will let Nashra tell me when she gets back, but you sneak past the window successfully undetected by Void.
Mm-hmm. And then I head kind of slowly. I'm jumping on and off buses. I'm just really kind of taking the long way around town. I know that eventually everyone will show up at no one's going to show up at Livy's right now because Livy's at trouble, which means that everyone has to show up at Clara's. So eventually I'm going to get there, and if everyone's not already there, they'll show up before the end of the day. Uh, but I am taking the long way. I'm taking like the 5 bus, and then I'm taking the 7 cross town, and like I've ducked in 3 weird random stores. I've ducked in a record store and gotten a free poster for a band I've never heard of. Um, I ran in the farmer's market and ate like 17 free samples of stuff I don't even like because it was free. Um, and then I
Period.
wandered in a big box store and like stole 7 things I didn't want just because I don't like big box stores and I can. And then walked out the back door, and now I'm actually on my way to Clara's house. I'm wearing a new hat. It's ugly, it's hideous. I stole a real hideous fake hat. Way too big for me to have gotten out without them noticing, but I did.
Yeah. Like, I think like while you're in that big box store, you hear like something that like catches your attention, your memory, specifically coming from the electronics section of that store. And you like something calls to you from like the sort of section of the place where they have those big TVs just like on display. Um, and for some reason, you feel like drawn, I think, to like, well, you know why you feel drawn to like this particular screen. This particular TV show is very rare across dimensions and timelines. For some reason, uh, the TV show in which you get your namesake from um, only really like comes in like out of 1 out of every 10 Earths. Uh, so it is of note when you notice it on not just one, but like several of the screens there playing. Would you like to describe like what the what scene is like going from the television show where you got your namesake?
All right. So it is particularly odd that the show will be playing for several reasons. One is that it is a BBC show. So the fact that it is just playing on American TV, not on BBC America, which it hasn't played on BBC America for like a decade. So the fact that it's on in and of itself is weird. But Torchwood is running on like 9 different screens. And on all of them, it's actually an episode that Alan is not familiar with because Alan James went missing from Earth back during season 1, like a hot minute. She's never seen any of season 2. She definitely does not know the terrible, terrible way a whole bunch of shit ended. So it is just kind of she wanders over because she recognizes the mellow tones of John Barrowman. She's following through, and there he is, Captain Jack Harkness, just big and bold on the screen. Except he is shook. He is standing over an autopsy table. He has a glove on his hand, and he's got his hands on the corpse of Owen Harper's head. Oh, the episode where they killed Owen just ruined my day for like a fucking week. It's about to ruin Alan's day for a hot minute. She just stands there and she's staring. Jack's everyone's saying goodbye to Owen. No one's saying goodbye to everyone. And then the resurrection glove doesn't kick off. But instead of what's supposed to happen, and I'm not surprised because this has happened to me before, the characters all kind of stop and turn towards me. And I know that I'm about to catch a message from the overseers. What I would like to do though is I don't always interpret this message correctly. So I would like to roll with my out of this world to see if I get a correct, if I'm able to actually interpret what's going to happen.
Oh, please do. Please make a roll.
So out of this world, plug into the cosmic ether, roll plus freak. My plus freak is where's my shit? It's +2. Do 2d6 +2 is an 11.
10 plus is really nice. Could you read off what happens when you plug into the cosmic ether?
All right. On a hit, you come to a new interesting insight about your current problems and situation. The GM will tell you what. On a 10 plus, you can also shift your own labels accordingly to match your new understanding.
Um, that, yeah, with the 10 plus, you get extra good stuff. So, um, the TV show is happening, and you know that, like, usually the overlords, like, do something to catch your attention, like, all the characters turn and, like, the breath in to speak to you. And at the breath out, yeah, this TV show got really bad while we were away, huh? And you hear the voice of your brother.
Well, we definitely have not talked about this. I've definitely not asked you to use a different voice like a billion times. I know you keep going, Alan James, it is the voice you hear the most in your head. You know what? I hear a bunch of voices in my I remember a lot of voices. You can't use any other one. Really?
Um, like, um, yeah, I think, ooh, I want you to pierce the mask in this moment. um, yeah, I want you to roll plus mundane. Um,
Fuckery. Plus mundane is a -1. Hold on.
oof.
Got a 4.
Yeah, mark that potential. Um, and and just a absolutely heartbroken look goes across, like, this main character these this main character that's on the screen, and, like, similarly, like, reflected on all of the characters that are, like, sort of talking in unison, but, like, only the one voice, like, comes out. um and the voice of the voice of, like, the first Alan James that you knew, your brother, um, sort of says, "Oh, the years have changed you. Sad to say, I'm kind of the same. I need some help," says, "Find me."
What do you mean find you? I know where you are. I can point to the everybody can point to the crater left in the middle of town where we were. I know where you are, Alan. What do you mean find you? Alan,
You're in the right, you're looking in the right direction. Just go deeper. There's earth around. I can sense that.
What do you what do you mean you can what do you mean you can over overseers? Alan? And I put my hand on the screen. Alan, is that you?
Um, like a a chorus of hands and then like the main character's hand up against the screen, and you swear you feel your big brother's hand like eclipsing your own. It's like for a second you are like a young girl again before you got the name Helen James, and it is you and your brother together, and you're back in that moment and you're touching just a television screen. um and um Alan says, I believe in you. Season 1 Captain Jack could do anything. And all of the TVs immediately just and shut off, and the screen goes blank.
Wait, 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 come she is slapping her hand against the screen to the point where there are little impact flashes from the LED. Does not stop until like somebody about twice her age is still barely an adult in like a little orange vest comes over. Hey, you can't be. And then it's oh shit. Yeah.
Yeah, like, hey, are you gonna pay for that hat? Like, hey, wait up.
I ain't paying for shit. No, not paying for this TV. I just broke either.
um, you bolt. And that I think we are going to shift into Clara's Sunday family, the Romilda family Sunday dinner. Um, like, would you like to describe the scene for me? Just like, yeah,
I
like what are the vibes of a Romilda family Sunday dinner?
The family Sunday dinner is a very complex and deeply ingrained ritual of Black culture and just history, and also just pettiness in a way that only Black people can do. It used to be a lunch, that way people come after church, but as time has gone on, it's like, okay, I guess we'll push it closer to dinner time, I guess, but we'll make it like an early dinner. So daylight is still out. Cousins are coming through. A grandmother, a couple aunts are busy in the kitchen, just jabbering away. A couple of siblings and cousins, not actually cousins, are watching TV in the living room. Clara came in with her cousin and her boyfriend. Dad is nowhere to be seen right now. He said he was going to come by a little bit later. Mom never really cared for these things, but the way that the conversation happened last evening, it's possible she shows up. Who knows? But for right now, Clara's like, I'm good. Nothing bad's going to happen to me. Everything's going to be good. I'm just going to enjoy some food, maybe get judged a tiny bit, questioning my life choices of being an influencer, but it's okay.
Uh, yeah, Tessa has definitely been invited to Sunday dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Oh. That is exactly the look on Tessa's face when you tell her. Just like
you can if you want.
Your mom scares me.
Yes. She'll also, like, at the same time, she always extends it to Alan, even though she knows it's always a toss-up if Alan shows up. It's like, she needs to eat too, so might as well make sure she has the invite for Sunday dinner. If you want, Alan may show up.
Yeah, all of
Who
your
knows?
friends are invited. Like, one rule of Sunday dinner, no work talk.
There's no talk of work. Don't stress me out, y'all, please.
Do you know if anyone else is coming? Like, is Alan coming?
You know Alan. It's always a toss-up for her.
What are the odds, do you think?
I'm gonna
give it a 1 in 3.
One, I'll give it like a 65% chance.
Okay.
I mean, obviously she can't. Well, I don't know if she got her phone.
Yeah.
Hopefully she gets her phone. I think Violetta has work, maybe, and then I don't know if Livy will be ungrounded.
Oh shit, Livy! I checked my text messages.
Yeah.
The group chat in the messenger. That's what you see. Of just we need to talk. I messed up real bad.
I text her back. You coming to Sunday dinner? Please.
She'll take Tessa's phone. This is Clara. If your moms need like a PowerPoint presentation on who's gonna be at this dinner, she needs to speak with my grandmother, that's fine. We can have that arranged.
The reply just the reply just says, might take me a while. Have to take the bus. No, I don't really want to ask my moms for a ride today.
Fair enough. And gives the phone back to Tessa.
See you soon.
There's another message that says, I'll be there.
You just see Tessa just like a sigh of relief. Yeah, I'm good, okay.
Okay. Let's go.
Your family's just real intense.
Yeah.
I mean, most of them are fine.
Most.
They're just very expressive.
They scare me.
I tolerate them more than some others, so I get it.
But you are a delight, and you came to get me last night when I got jumped by Mr. Shadow Man.
It's a Shadow Man. I feel like that's copyrighted somewhere.
I'm going to have to go back to my bunker tonight, or else more shit's gonna happen, but
fair enough.
Thank you for...
At least have some free food before you go.
Okay. Thanks for letting me crash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, speaking of that bunker that you didn't use last night, that was specifically made to keep you safe.
Yeah.
And speaking of all of the opening up that you did last night, and still talking about it this morning, you have talked openly about this creature
That's
a lot.
Doom track, isn't it?
You're gonna mark 3 of them because you've been doing risky stuff.
Oh God, Jesus!
You've been doing risky stuff all day.
Well, there's another Doom sign.
Yeah.
Sweet baby Jesus and the grown one too.
Okay.
Oh Lord.
Cool.
So there was like emotional relief that you got from being like comforted by your friend.
However, comma.
Yeah. So I will say that like you took like that night to like be comforted and like be close to like someone on your team that is making you feel safe. You can unmark one more condition, but yeah, those three
Thank
doom
you.
signs
I thought,
got ticked off.
Yeah.
You are trying to get. You're trying to speed run this.
Swear
You're
to God,
trying to
I'm not.
speed run this.
It's
We
fine.
have one
I
more
have things
episode
that can. I
for
have
the
things that
2 more
can maybe deal with this. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Lord. Oh Lord, I'm scared.
Me too. It's fine. I still have
So-
2 more doom signs and then 5 more of the doom track before the big face off with Shadow Man.
I know how doom
can
works, but I'm still
absolutely-
scared.
I can absolutely pull this off without making it happen.
Clara Romilda.
Yes.
Like, which relatives do you see? Do you interact with, like, as we see the panel of like Romilda Sunday dinner like panel?
She will make sure to do the obligation of seeing Grandma, giving the kisses out of the way. Hello, I missed you. I'm sorry I didn't call this week. Work was busy, but I'm here now. I love you. She'll do the to the aunts that are also in the kitchen. Make sure to poignantly like say hello to all the cousins because she appreciates her cousins. To a couple of the uncles and like cousins, they're just like, oh, I didn't realize you were here. Yeah. And then she'll make her way to like probably like the patio like sunroom area just to make sure that she gets her daily dose of sun rays.
Oh gosh, yes. Yeah, I think when you like say hi to Grandma, give the hug and the kiss, she's happy to see you. Of course she is. But you haven't been to one of these things in so long, baby.
I know. I'm really sorry. It's been hard to get away, but I'm here now.
What you been spending all your time doing? Like doing those tickety dances.
A couple of meetings, a couple of those, a couple. Honestly, if Mom shows up, she'll probably explain it way better than I do, because she's in charge of most of them.
Yeah, like your aunties and your grandma really want to see you do a dance.
Oh Lord.
They really want that.
Maybe after dinner. I'm gonna say hi to everyone.
You definitely escape. And make your way through the rounds before like getting a breath of just like, okay, sunroom, we made it. Where has Tessa been this whole time? Have you been with Clara like throughout this entire?
So I think she would stick pretty close to Clara, like almost kind of like a safety blanket, and just kind of like be a little bit of a be at the risk of being a little too on the nose. I'm gonna shadow her a little bit. But as soon as I see any of the others walk in, I'm going to just kind of like give Claire a little nudge and just kind of like there's our escape.
You are keeping your eyes sharp for like any of your for any of your people like that could constitute a get out of Dodge route. Oh gosh. Yeah, I kind of want to make this an assess the situation roll.
I can do that.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll plus superior.
Let's see. Superior. I'm very good at superior, and by very good, I mean 1. Oh no, minus 2. I'm so good at this. I'm super good at this. Let's see. D6. That'll do. 3.
Mark that potential, cuz. Yeah, gosh. Yeah. You are sort of like trying to keep a lookout. Um,
It's not
and
happening.
just like specifically looking for mm, yeah, specifically looking for an out. And gosh, um, Clara, your good cousin Gina, who like um yeah, I think that Clara's cousin Gina, who specifically like was the driver when like was picking you up from the place, like at some point in all the hustle and bustle of the family reunion, you get a little bit lost in the sauce, and cousin Gina sort of like puts an arm around you and pulls you to the side, uh, and says, hey, Tessa, right?
I just kind of give her a nod. Like we're
uh,
talking like full like cornered like deer in the headlights. Just
uh, I'm Gina,
Hi,
Clara's
Gina.
cousin.
Clara's
Like,
cousin.
we sort of met a little like last night. Uh,
Oh God, that was you.
yeah, it was me. You
Thanks
and
for the ride.
my cousin seem really close.
Yeah, I mean she. Yeah, I mean she's honestly a lifesaver. I don't know what I would do without her.
Mm. Uh, that is a fact. We all love our Clara so much. And I'm curious as to what
Mm-hmm.
exactly your intentions are with my baby cousin.
You just see her kind of like blink.
I think
Um,
Clara just sneezes off screen real quick. It's like, huh, that was weird.
I think like Tessa looks very confused and she just goes, I think we were gonna I think we rescheduled our bookstore plans.
um, like at which point she sort of just laughs out loud.
I
um, I'm
probably Starbucks. Um
uh, I'm giving you a hard time. Like, please don't pay me any mind.
Too
But
late.
um, really, it looks like you mean a lot to my cousin. Um, and I am glad that somebody is out there watching her back. You know, she does a lot of like superstar stuff, and you feel not normal, but like you're a friend. And I'm glad you're
Thanks.
Clara's friend.
She just sees Tessa kind of like her shoulders relax a little bit. Look, Clara is one of the brightest lights in my life, not even literally. And it has been and look, I'm talking about Clara. I'm not talking about, you know, I'm talking about Clara. It has been an absolute she's awesome. And I'm so grateful that I get to be in her life.
Yeah. Like, gosh. I think a sort of like look passes over her. And she's like, Oh my God, does she even know what's happening? Oh my God, this is perfect. And just as Gina's about to go on a full tilt like rant, I think Robert, her, or God, what's his name? Uh, Her boyfriend shows up and rescues you. Um, and sort of like pulls her to the side and tells you that Clara is in the sunroom.
I'm just like, thanks.
And
Scurry.
Alan's with Grandma.
Straight scurry.
Bet. I think at about this point, this would be about the time that Alan James comes through and Livy finally like gets the buses to like make it to dinner. So all of you sort of converge on like the backyard of the Romilda house.
Is it the sunroom area?
Sunroom area, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I think when Livy arrives, everyone kind of feels like a telepathic sort of, not even communication, just kind of like a really sad energy that she kind of radiates this sad energy and is struggling to keep it in, so it kind of unintentionally kind of projects outward, and she seems very kind of reserved and into herself when she walks in, and she quietly says, "Hi guys."
Girl.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, your vibes.
I'm asked just real quick, because there's the rule of don't bring work into this. Is this a work related sadness or is this a family related sadness? Because depending on how things go, oh my,
No. Is it both?
I mean, yeah, but a lot of it is family related. You know, it kind of mixes together, but I can stick to the family part. We don't have to talk about the work part until tomorrow.
That's fine. Hold on, let me get Alan. Hold on.
Wait, Alan's here?
Yes.
Tessa's
I
just
saw
not
her as
even
I was
see
walking
that.
by. Oh, I saw her walking by.
I look back and I'm like, oh my God, that's Alan.
She's like a cat with no bell on. I don't understand it.
How did she?
Oh
Okay.
yeah, no, I didn't know who that was. I totally walked by your grandma. I didn't even notice.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah.
I'll
It
get
was
her.
all the
I'll get her.
sunglasses.
I mean,
All right, now y'all don't understand. Alan James is absolutely in love with Clara's grandmother. She never knew her own grandparents. She was taken off Earth. She's never known anyone with with an actual grandparent link, as we as humans tend to associate them. But Clara has a grandma, and her grandma is just like the grandmas on TV and in books, because she's old and she's small, and she has the candies in the purse.
Oh my God, the little
Just
strawberry
like in the
watermelon
book.
things.
Yes. So, like, Alan dresses up. She stole a new hat so that grandma could see her with a hat, because you are supposed to wear, every time she sees anything on TV about Sunday dinners, there are hats. So she steals a new hat every Sunday. She's got on a dress and she's just sitting there just talking to grandma. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Nana, I have to. I'm so sorry to interrupt you, but I need to get my friend real quick. Alan.
No, but she was telling me about your naked bottom when you were 2.
We're not dealing with that today. Livy's
You were
here.
at church. I love this
Livy's
story.
here, and Livy's here, and she is
Are there
not.
bath pictures?
We're not dealing with this. Livy's having a thing and would like some support from her team.
As
We're
we
breaking breaking the rules slightly.
I love Livy, but that sounds like a work thing. I am coming. And
We're
I lean
breaking the rules
forward.
slightly. We're breaking the rules slightly. You can talk the night away with my grandmother later. I promise you. She's
I lean
not
forward
going
and I pat
anywhere.
Nana's hands, and I'm like,
She'll
I am
even
going to
probably.
be a very good friend. I will be back.
She's probably going to let you stay the night. But for right now, let's go.
As we leave, I lean down to Clara's grandma and I'm just like, okay, but are there bathtub pictures?
We're not dealing with this right now. Sunroom.
Yeah, like there's just like a panel of just like Clara just picking the two up and like
we're
like...
having fourth wall breaking moments. Like nope.
Just dragging Tessa away by the ear.
And we come to the scene in the sunroom. Not sort of like in the sunroom, like yeah, the sunroom is still like public space. It's lower key space, but it's still like people are hanging out there. You can probably like head like down out in the alley and be to yourselves.
I'm fine with wherever you want to talk. I just need to make sure to be in direct sunlight, kind of like a cat at this moment. Will not go into reasons why, but I'm kind of low energy, so I need to recuperate that.
No, it's fine. You know that problem that I've been having for the last couple of weeks where I've been struggling to remember stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I started remembering stuff, and it's family related, and it's work related. But also there's just really bad vibes in my house. My moms are fighting, and I hate it so much.
Again, my grandmother will let people stay the night. If you need a PowerPoint presentation or for my grandmother to call your mothers, we can have that done if you need somewhere else to stay.
I don't know what to do with all of this. It's just a lot, and I really don't want to break the rules, the Sunday dinner rules, cause that's just bad juju. But it's really bad. The stuff I'm remembering is really bad, like post-apocalyptic bad stuff, bad in the future, bad.
That seems maybe worth breaking the rules for, Tessa says from another sunbeam.
Where'd you find that cat?
Oh, it was just sitting outside.
Oh, okay. I won't question it.
Neighborhood cat?
Yeah, probably neighborhood cat. Yep, it's fine. Take a deep breath. Explain as much as you want. We can walk through it, have some good food, and walk through it some more. Because we're a team. We want to make sure that everyone's okay in our team.
Right. So, yeah. So, I don't even know where to start. This is gonna sound really weird, but how time travel is not really a thing, and it's like supposed to be impossible to do.
Mm-hmm.
I did it, sort of. I think I screwed it. I think I screwed things up really bad, and now that I'm starting to remember things, I'm realizing that maybe it's worse than I thought. Also,
Okay.
I'm actually like 21 years old in my 16-year-old body, so I don't know where my 16-year-old self is right now.
I was wondering why a 16-year-old joined us on this party.
So wait, You're telling
Look,
me I was trying to cling to that grandma in there when there was one right here?
What?
21's not that old.
It really isn't. But like, when you're a freshman in college, everything is old.
Girl.
I'm literally a senior. It's not that old.
Yeah, senior citizen.
Oh my goodness, Tessa just pushes your face. I was like slightly, it's like, not now. Okay, so you came from the future. You are in a younger version of yourself. You're not sure where that younger version of yourself is. And
So either did your younger version go forward, or was it like a shifting thing where like you went back, she went back?
I have no idea. That's the problem. I'm getting bits and pieces, and I'm starting to feel like I don't know. So, do you guys know about the hero, the pink pilot?
Yeah, everyone knows about the
Yeah.
pilot.
Yeah, the pink pilot's my mom, and like 5 years from now, she goes 500% into like the resistance and like pretty much lives 24/7 in her hero.
Wait, resistance against what?
exactly that.
Uh,
Is it
There's a
dark?
couple things you're.
Is it dark and blobby with teeth?
I don't remember. All I know is that you're not. Um, I have a question about the backstory questions that I answered, and you know how the answer to one of those questions is that um, it's relationship questions where Void is the one that goes evil in the future. Do I remember that, or do I have to roll memories to remember it?
You remember that. Like that was one of the key things that was in your mind as your mission.
Right. So I'm literally here because one of the only things I remember is that Void is going to go bad in like 5 years. She's going to bring about some kind of apocalyptic something. I don't remember that part.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah,
This sounds very weird to say without Violetta here, but also kind of good that she's not here.
I mean, I'd tell her if she was here. I just, I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't have. I don't know. She's kind of scary.
Is it this thing where like telling her is what sends her off the deep end in the first place?
I don't know. I wish I could remember. That's
Okay.
That's
Okay.
There's
Here, hold the cat.
I hold the cat, but also I kind of low key think I'm the reason for my parents' divorce. But that's kind of a minor issue.
That's no.
I mean, by comparison to the world ending in 5 years.
I mean, it's your world. You're allowed to be upset about it, but that's not your fault. The shit that goes on between adults is not our problem. That's not on you.
Mm-hmm.
Your job isn't to worry about your parents' marriage. Your job is to be a kid, or whatever age you are. 21, 16, both.
Yeah, it's really weird, isn't it? I'm sorry to drop this all on you guys. I just
Oh, you should have heard what I dropped on frickin' Clara last night.
And then she holds up a finger and is just like, hold on. We need to unpack that. But also,
Do we?
I want to talk about Tessa, but also like
Let's talk about Livy.
Right. Okay. Right. That's all I got. I've been holding on to this for like what 2-3 weeks.
Jesus.
It's a lot. I'm sorry. I
Well,
would
I
have.
should have known when you started liking coffee randomly.
Yeah.
well,
Also, I kind of overshot my. I kind of overshot my destination. I was supposed to arrive like 6 months from now so that it would look more legit and I'd be actually 17 and old enough to join the team, but
Right.
I messed up.
But like, we're not even breaking the rules. You're 21.
No, but this body is 16. I was trying to jump into a slightly older body so that
I guess, but like, is the problem the danger or like the mental capacity? Because like, anyway, doesn't matter.
you know, the ages people.
Yeah, yeah.
If they catch me doing this hero thing 6 months early, it's gonna be bad.
well, the fact, at the very least, thank you for trusting us with this information. Holy shit, time travel is real, but also at the same time, we live in a world where superheroes are a thing. So, not as surprising as other things to be considered. I'm sorry about your parents. As Tessa said, that's not your problem. That is literally theirs. But also, you may need therapy.
Also,
Yeah.
I have a couple people, I have a couple numbers.
Also, hot take. If all of this happened in like a few weeks, it wasn't you. It was that shit doesn't happen in a few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my parents have been in fights for like months at a time and then been chill.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but like, I mean, you know, 5 years from now they aren't together. That's the thing. So like, I just if it's been this whole thing for like for like 5 years. Like, I don't know. I think I might have set something off.
Nope.
I don't know.
That is not your problem. That is not your shit to worry about.
But I'm just really scared that I've messed up so many things by coming back.
Yeah.
Have some cornbread.
Clara
Mm-hmm.
and Tessa, I would like one of you to make a comfort and support roll. You can choose.
Please, someone do it. She's spiraling. Your girl is spiraling.
I have a +1 in mundane.
I'm about to say it should be Clara, not Tessa, because Tessa's is almost
I guess
as bad as mine.
I guess my question is which of us makes sense narratively there?
I mean,
It's her family dinner. She can comfort.
Yeah, I could say either one.
9.
9. I will say, Tessa, with you helping, you could use a team to add one to that role if you wanted.
I think yes. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna this is a thing where she just opened up to us as a team about some heavy shit. Yeah.
That gets boosted up to a 10+. So, on a hit, they hear you. They mark potential, clear a condition, or shift labels if they open up, and they have opened up, I would say. And on a 10+, you can also either add a team to the pool, or either one of you, I'll say, can clear a condition.
I don't have any conditions to clear.
I also don't have any conditions to clear. We can just add the team.
Mm-hmm.
So can I? So
we'll add the team back.
I'll clear guilty because they're basically saying that's not your problem. Your mom's problems are not your problems. So I think eventually she kind of calms down. It's you guys are right. I don't know what I don't know if I messed something up because I'm trying to fix things by coming back here.
Alan James, where you at, bud? You've been on quite a roller coaster today. I would
Hey,
imagine.
Alan,
What's going on with you?
save me, Alan. Tell us about what's going on with you. And she sits down in the corner, like on the grass, and just like curls, like pulls her knees up to her chest and just listens to Alan. Like, your turn.
And Alan just kind of is looking around, and there's so much going on in her brain right now because, okay, this had better not be what the Overseers sent me to Earth for. They had better not have sent me to Earth for a 5-year stint. Waiting for, I had better, I Void is my friend. I will double back. I will double back in 5 years if y'all need help. But I know they did not send me here to wait 5 fucking years. Something. I'm barely paying attention. I'm really trying. I really am. But there's just so much going on in my head right now. And so it takes her a minute to even realize that Livy was like, "Oh, tell us about your day." She's like, "Oh, I stole this very lovely hat today. It just seemed like a good Sunday dinner hat. And it's y'all, it's an orange Carmen Sandiego. Just, I don't know why anyone would make such a hat, but they did."
Livy, are you sure it's Void? Because honestly, my process, and this is no offense to Alan here, but honestly, I see Alan being evil, but it's like an accidental do something shenanigans wise, and someone reads it as evil. But I don't see Void going evil.
I tip my hat back. I'm like, that is correct. I would be
See,
evil before
are you
Void.
sure? Even me, that is like literally capitalism corrupted me type of storyline. That's a little bit more obvious. But Void, really? Are you sure?
Clara would not be evil. Clara just wants to be the center of attention. Clara would be terrible at being evil.
I said capitalism corporation timeline type of thing.
You hate capitalism.
Yeah, but I'm contracted.
Yeah. No, the future as I know it, it's Void.
I mean,
And
Void's
like,
a pretty, like, spicy name. Are you sure it's not like a different Void?
I mean, it could be. How many Voids are there right now in the superhero registry?
I think I saw like 7.
Oh shit!
I could check real quick.
Oh yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, I will also say,
Very
Livy.
popular name, right?
Yeah, I think you have a way to check really quick.
Are
As
you
well.
asking me to? Are you asking me to roll plus memories?
I'm saying you could
Oh wait, no.
mark a condition to roll plus memories.
There's only one spotlight because she copyrighted it.
Trademark.
The
Her mom
lawyers were
did.
quick.
Her mom trademarked it, yeah.
I'm okay. Which condition though?
Like either that, or if you have something else that lets you like see into the future.
No, that's the one. That's it. All right. Well, you know what? Let's go. This is the bread and butter. This is the wavelength special. Let's do it. I'm gonna. You know what? I am going to. I am gonna go ahead and mark hopeless to do this check again. And now I can do it at a +1. I rolled a 10.
Woo-wee!
A 10. Tell me what happens on a 10.
10
Please.
plus. Oh, on a hit you connect who they are now to who they are in the future. Choose the role they fulfill, and the GM will tell you about their future self. On a 10 plus, ask the follow-up question. So I am going to... Ooh, let's make it spicy. I am going to put Void in as... Oh. I'm going to put Void in as the monster.
Oh.
I know
Beautiful.
Najra's not here, but in character creation and planning, she did consent to being the person that goes evil. So, um,
Uh,
here we go.
yeah. Like, you you hear all of this, all of your friends being like, really, Void, out of all of us, the responsible one, the one with like a retail job that like pays bills, really? Um,
That's the real fantasy here. Just a job that pays like a livable wage.
Wild. Yeah, Halcyon City is pretty great for a megalopolis. But we'll we'll get back to the economic, like socio-political structure of my made-up city later. Right now, we are talking about Void. As you sort of like take a second, Livy, to like step back and be like, let me check. Let me just see. Let me make sure that this is the person that I believe. This is the person and the role that I thought they were when I came back to the past. And you're somewhere dark. You remember a scene like in the future, like a scene where you are there in the final moments, working as a hero, trying to avert the apocalypse, and you know you fail. There are a couple of figures there, a lot of like shadowy figures, and it is just hard to see in this very, very low light. It seems like there are streams of purple everywhere that you look. But a couple of like familiar faces. You see Spotlight, you see Alan James, you see Spotlight, you see Captain Jack, you see Penumbra, and you see Void at the forefront, talking with Peter Panic. And I think everyone knows that, like, Peter Pan, like, Phoebe and Violetta go way, way back. Like, or, and something that Phoebe says to Violetta in that moment turns her to Peter Panic's side. And like, it seems like with the help of the Magic Man, with the imminent danger and claustrophobia of just like this underground space, there is a lot of pressure in this moment, and something in Void snaps, and like Violetta starts destroying the cave structure that you all are in. You are forced to retreat, and everyone, and there's an explosion behind you, which you know marks the end of the world that you know. And you hear sort of like a voice interrupting this vision, this memory that you're finally being able to access in your head. And It's the voice is garbled. It's almost like there is some like you're hearing something on like a different frequency, a different like plane that is trying to reach through and pierce your mind. But before it can, you find yourself back in this space.
Uh, Follow-up question.
Yes.
Those shadowy creatures in my vision, are they like the ones that uh, Tessa kind of briefly mentioned?
You didn't see any python teeth, any like sharp maw. But it was very, very dark. You're unsure.
Okay. I think what as she's going through this, what everyone else is seeing is just her kind of curled up and like clutching her head for a moment, and then she says, Peter Panic did it. Peter Panic's the one who turns void.
And as you say that, you all have been like the $1 million question is where is Void at this point? Because apparently a lot of shit hangs on Void in being able to do this, and being able to avert the future. And oh gosh, I want someone to like be able to know like where she would be. And I think it would make sense for Wavelength in this moment of connecting with Violetta, at least like psychically into the future, getting some insight into where she is in the now present. And you look out to just like a very large like mental hospital facility that is like on the outskirts of the city, that sort of like rests on this bay, and a huge explosion goes off like on the side of it.
Uh-oh.
And
Is
you
it,
know
is this
you know that
something?
Violetta is nearby.
Is this something that Livy has a vision of,
You've never seen a vision of that place before.
or is it something she just? No, but I mean, is this something that she's seeing in her mind right now, or
Um, oh, this is something that I
she's
think
sensing it?
everybody, like, you sense that Violetta is nearby that explosion when everybody sees, like, off in the distance, a huge, like, kaiju-esque explosion going off on, like, the side of one of the buildings of the mental hospital.
Oh no!
We gotta go. I don't think. I think we gotta talk work.
I think we gotta do work.
Uh, like, Clara, I think, like, a group of your cousins have, like, come out to, like, obviously talk to you, and then just, like, looks off at, like, a giant explosion happening nearby and just looks to you.
I'm sorry. Maybe next week. I'm gonna say goodbye to Nana.
Yeah, I think Gina is sort of like looking off, like sort of at the forefront of this group of cousins. And it's just like looking off and then looks back to you and the group. Um, and just like gives you a quick hug and
It's,
says, huh?
I think one of my friends is there.
Um, don't worry about Nana. I'll give some excuse. Um,
I tried. Sorry.
I'll save you a plate.
Thank you. All right, let's go. Let's go.
I'm gonna hang back for just a second. I'm gonna be the last to leave. I'm gonna kind of walk up to good old cousin Gina and just simply tell her, I'll watch her back.
Um, yeah, go ahead and pierce the mask for me.
Ooh, okay. Love to pierce a mask. Oh yes, mundane. My best stat ever at a -1. Let's see. Six.
Um, yeah, like she
At least I filled my potential track.
yeah, you're gonna level up so good. Like as she you try to like reassure her and you honestly don't look that good still, like since you're like encounter in the alley, and like the words are meant to be reassuring, but y'all are teenagers, young adults, and there was a kaiju sized explosion. Um, and she really wants to tell y'all to just like, there are adult heroes. Like, let the Omni Woman handle it. Let
Cousin
the
Gina,
Pink
these are
Pilot.
Pokemon rules. There's
Let
Pokemon
somebody
rules.
else
The
do
adults
this
don't handle
shit.
these things. It's the kids.
Um, you see that in her face. And she just sort of like punches your arm a little too hard and says, yeah, you better. That's my favorite cousin out there.
Oh.
So you know.
Surrounded by all these other cousins, I will say that with my whole chest.
Oh yes. Like, yeah, the cousins like all look around like, y'all know the deal. um, and they're like, yeah, we kind of do.
I'll leave them to their bickering.
But y'all turn and begin making your way across the water, which is where we'll leave off.
Are we making our way downtown?
Walking fast.
Sorry, I'm done.
Now!
Hey, look, I've been drowning in my feels all session. I needed some levity.
Beautiful. We did it, gang. The highs, the lows, the gay, the sad. We got it all for you here at Girls Run These Worlds.
Oof.
I'm gonna kick it to my fantastic cast who has been entertaining you all night. So they can tell you where you can find them, where you can send them money for this just incredible, exquisite performance, where you can like do all of the things. So I will go in the same order that I did intros with. I think that starts with Arnica. Tell the people.
All right. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for having joined us. I've been Arnica X Ross. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, and Hive, Arnica X Ross. You can find me tomorrow night, same time. over on Valorant's Twitter channel. Valorant's Twitter channel. Twitch channel. God damn it. What the fuck will I be doing? I'm gonna be playing Morphs on the Bayou. That's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be an Andalite. I'm great. I kick things with my little mule feet. And then on Friday, where we will be doing this cannot be episode 5 of 6 already. We are coming up close on the end of Aliens, and I'm what? Still black, still bold, still beautiful, and still alive in a deep space horror. Yeah, I am. Um, and let's see. And I will be moving this weekend. I will be moving this weekend. I've been searching for years. I finally got my family into a new apartment. We sign our lease at the end of this week.
Oh yeah.
So keep an eye out for my Twitter because we can take very little stuff with us. So if you feel like giving me a housewarming present, I do need a toaster. There will be an Amazon list. And that's me. That's where I've been, what I'm doing. Y'all later.
We love to see it during Black History Month. We love to see like new beginnings. We love to see Arnica playing characters with weird legs that kick stuff.
We love to see Arnica surviving games and winning.
We love Arnica.
Period. Like, can we give a second just for Arnica? Like,
moment of
round of
wild
applause in the chat,
for Arnica.
please.
Just
yes. All right,
Jen.
Jen.
We appreciate Arnica.
We do appreciate Arnica. Oh, hi, that's me. Hello. Hello, friends. I am Jen. I can be found on Twitter at JenBurb. I'm gonna be real. Don't pay me anything. It is Black History Month. Let's give it up for the black folks. And let's also remember to support them outside of fucking February.
The month is short.
Pay black people. That's it.
We love to see it. Speaking of black people, lovely head wrap that I've just been staring at all day, and that I absolutely love to see. Ava, please take the spotlight.
My darlings and dears, it's your mother Ava here. Thank you for supporting me and giving me reparations throughout the month of February. Continue giving reparations because tomorrow it starts Women's Month and you can still give reparations during that time. I got Beyonce tickets. They were pretty pricey. I need to pay for them. But you can find me anywhere at Madam Ava Couture, mainly on Twitter for right now. I'll get better at promoting other things. But this week, you can find me on the initiative order with Amber and Angela of Girls Run These Worlds. Finishing up, I think this is our last episode of Gone Ghost, which is totally not our Danny Phantom inspired Monster Hearts game. Watch us be flirtatious and horny because the game allows us to be.
Vibes, just pristine vibes coming off of that. We love to see it. And round us out.
Hi, I'm emotionally spent after this session. Hello. Holy crap. I'm Anne. I was playing Livy, aka Wavelength, everyone's sad little sister. Apparently I'm in my sad girl era. Oof. You can find me on Twitter at xo_girlwonder. There is a link to my beacons.ai page in chat. That's where my schedule for all of my streams are. And a link to my Ko-Fi because I am moving back to Manila in a couple of weeks. There's a lot of family stuff going on. I mean, you know, if you support what I do and have a little coin to spare, I'm moving halfway across the world. So I'd appreciate that. What is happening? Yeah,
Alexandria.
no, I can't. Just follow me on Twitter and I'll tell you all about my stuff later. I appreciate this table so much.
Come watch Alexandria tomorrow. It'll be fun.
Oh, yeah, okay. So tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. Eastern time over on my channel, twitch.tv/Bardic Inspiration Network, is a game called Tales of Exandria, Shadows of the Lost, where I play another little sister type. It's really great.
Why do I always end up in games with shadows?
I don't know. Sounds like something you'll have to unpack later, Jen. Love you.
Bring that up in
Uh,
therapy.
Sorry, my
um,
therapy's on Mondays.
oof, oof. What a vibe. What a gosh. Hi, I'm Anita. I've been witnessing greatness all night. Can you believe they pay me to just like play with these incredible people? I live a charmed life, and I love that for me. I use she, her pronouns. I've been your game mistress for the night. You can find me on this channel on Saturdays, being in a magical school, and just being tired of wizard bullshit. Um, yeah, this channel, Saturdays, School of the Stars. That's where you can find me. You can also just like follow my Twitter at Anita the Lesbian. And I'll be there being gay, and taking names. Um, I don't take too many names. I'm what a
Yeah,
session.
you
Thank
had
y'all
me at
so much
you
for
had me at gay.
uh thank y'all so much for hanging out tonight. We are about to treat y'all to a spectacularly good treat. If y'all think you were having fun like throughout this past couple of hours, you need to stay tuned, because we are about to hit up one of the founders of Girls from These Worlds, a DM extraordinaire. And just a really, really cool person, who you should support and show love on during Black History Month. So please stay in
I
the
mean,
chat. We're going to be ratting. We're
honestly,
going to
just love on Ryu all the time.
we're going
Bully
to be
Rio.
rating Ryu. Like show stay in the chat, show so much love. And we will see y'all next time, as we go into the bay and just figure out what exploded and how Violetta's involved. We'll see y'all. Peace.